So over the last few days, I had to learn these technologies. Basically, you're looking at my phone here, um, right? You're basically trying to recreate something like Netflix here. So like, you want to be able to have these videos just showing up on your screen. How do you do that? So, if indeed you can do this with websites only and not using any iOS coding or iPhone coding, you need to have a video player that's very strong. So I had to learn a whole bunch of video players. There's also JW player, Video.js, Media Element JS. Ultimately, I settled on this as the actual player of all the content. Here we've got, like, say, all the content itself. This is the content, but you need to have a player that's going to play all of it for you. Yeah, then you need to learn, I had to learn cloud, all the cloud stuff, right? Where's all the content going to be stored? It's going to be on the cloud. So I had to learn all about Amazon S3 buckets just in the last 3-4 days. MP4 versus HLS, because MP4 can't be used for streaming, and HLS is a streaming format. So you have to know and understand the differences between these two, which I didn't really understand before, like 2 days ago. Then you need Amazon's Media Convert, AWS Media Convert, to convert MP4s into HLS. Then you need to deploy all these things on the cloud so that they're visible. And of course, the actual platform, the actual system of progressive web apps has to be understood. So here is my very, very sample, very incomplete, basic S3 cloud. Here's my bucket with my content in it. And here is the trailer that I'm going to be trying to stream to my phone. This is the URL for it. Now, and then I need to actually stream not this film, which is what this has to do with, right? I'm not sending the video file because that can't be used for streaming. I'm sending the HLS version of it. Which, how do you get that? So I had to use Media Convert to generate an HLS version of that original source file. And then, you need your see if we can still get it here. Hang on. Right, then you need your manifest. Your manifest file, which is going to set up the progressive web app for you. The name of what it's going to look like on the phone, on the person's phone. The colors, images, icons, etc. You need to set up your service. Oh yeah, I should add that in there. Service workers. So you need to have your service worker, which is going to run in the background like an app. And obviously, this is pre rudimentary. It's not even rudimentary. Okay, so and yeah. Anyway, all right. So this is what it looks like. So you go to your yeah. Here you go. This is it. This is not a website, right? This is in every way an app on my phone. It doesn't have anything web-ish to it. On on the external side of things. You click on it. Oh, let's just open it here first. Well, I'll just do it here. You open it. And here it is. I mean, obviously this is so incomplete and inadequate, but there's no URL bar. It looks like an app in every way. Here it is again. Close it. It's part of the task manager. And I've got that video here, the trailer. The trailer is going to be streaming from the S3 bucket. The HLS version of it is being streamed to this app on my phone. I press play. Oh, the audio is not working. Oh, here. Well, either way, the audio does work. So, oh, and there's even captions. Check this out. I can go back here. I can, well, obviously this video has to be resized much better, but you can go here, you can choose English, and then when you start, there's going to be captions here. Watch this. There. Well, it's always changing, and the way we access it is changing. That was something. That's what these are. These are the captions for the video. These are also streamed from the cloud, and the way that looks like is yeah, here's the actual PHP file that's being used to send all this data to the phone. And here is the video piece of code itself. Here it is. Video number 1, 1080p. Here, and there it is. And here's the poster, the source file. Here's the actual HLS file being, not file, but resource, repository, whatever you want. It's no longer a single file, it's a whole bunch of files. That's how the streaming format works. But here's the HLS link, let's call it that. And here are the 2 subtitles in English and in Spanish. Here's English and here's Spanish. So basically we've got something coming from the cloud using a streaming format, and it's going directly to this phone. And there is no intermediary, and there's no app, like there's no address bar that makes you feel like this is a website, which is a little bit more cheesy than a straight app. This feels appish. Just imagine a nice little header here. Imagine menus. Imagine like a whole bunch of these videos. This is what I've been working on for the last 3-4 days, is to get this incredibly primitive version up, but basically it demonstrates the proof of concept very clearly, that if all this is aligned very nicely, then just imagine like vertical videos here, titles, categories. Basically, we've got an early version of Netflix